guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to talk to you about ways, or more how I would invest £1,000 if I had it right now. Now this is something that has been crossing my mind so much recently. I've had so many chats with my other half and my dad and my friends about how I want to invest money and how I currently am investing money. And all the conversations start off with, how much do you want to invest? And my instinct answer is always £1,000. It's disposable, I can trust it, I've got it sitting there. It is an amount that I am willing to risk, the amount of money that I am willing to experiment on. Now I understand that not everyone out here has £1,000 just sitting around in their account. I believe that everyone should learn and save to invest anyway in their future, because let's face it, that is how everyone makes their money. Everyone makes their money from investing. That's pretty much what every single guru tells you. So I decided to tell you how I would invest £1,000 right now. This is a little secret into how I actually split my wage check every single month. First off, no, I wouldn't tell you to invest all £1,000 at once. That is stupid, that is asking for trouble, and quite frankly won't give you the best returns. So just long enough. Do not risk £1,000 in bulk. It is a lot of money, and we may be talking about it like it's not a lot of money, and in the long term when you start getting returns it's not going to be a lot of money, but at the moment it is, and it is something that you aren't just going to throw away. So I would split it into 5 segments. So these might sound basic and they might sound stupid, but so I would split it 250, 250, 250, 125 and 125. It's not basic maths. I split it into 4. I split one of those quarters into 2. I mean, I'm not exactly a genius, it doesn't have to be rocket science. So my first £250 without doubt will go into my savings account. I am sorry to say that investing in your future and investing in your security isn't fun, but it is one of the most sensible things you can do. If you crash your car, which is quite ironic at the moment because I crashed my car the other day. If you crash your car, or if you lose your job, or I don't know, you got burgled and your contents insurance won't cover it all and you have to replace certain items, having an emergency backup fund is the best thing for you, because it's like your oh shit account. My actual savings account is called oh shit because that is what it's there for. It's for those oh shit moments. I need this right now, or oh crap, I have a bill, or I have buildings insurance that I wasn't aware of, or I've got like said need new car, need new tyres, need body work done. All of those things are oh shit moments that you don't tend to plan for, so start planning for them and invest in your cock-ups essentially. So I would automatically put a quarter of that £1,000 away into a savings account. Now there are lots of savings accounts out there, and I wouldn't just leave it sitting in my current account. I would make sure it's in a high interest account, maybe a cash ISA, or even a high interest savings account, or somewhere where you can get it out but it is earning you interest at the same time. So I have actually got a blog post on my website Digital Millionaires, which I will leave linked down below. It explains different types of savings accounts that are out there and the best deals, and also websites which help you actually find those accounts and to find them, because they are not advertised. High interest accounts are not advertised very, very well. So just invest in those moments, because let's face it, we all make mistakes. I do that quite a lot though. The second way I would spend, or the second section of my 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, yeah. The second thing I would do after savings account, so we've whacked £250 away, my next £250 is I would invest in long-term stocks and long-term shares. So I personally use Wealth Share. I know my dad uses something completely different, which off the top of my head I cannot remember, but I have got a link, so I will leave it down below. And essentially you give someone a lot cleverer than you and a lot well educated and in the biz your £250 of your money, and they invest it for you. But they, rather than investing it in one specific company or stock, they actually split it across the board, so there's less risk involved and more return back. And obviously you can take your money out with these ones at various points in time. I mean, the plan that I currently on, I am in my head using it as a pension, so I do not plan to take my money out of this account until I'm about 60, 65 years old, because I'm probably even longer than that, because essentially that money is always there. I can always take it out. In my head it is like another savings account. Yeah, is being invested and it is having a much return, rather than doing daily investments, which is something I have to physically concentrate on. This is something that I can just give to someone and know that I'm going to get more return than shoving it in an ISA. So look into companies like that. Look at spending £250 and investing it in shares and stocks that are going to have return, but for the long term rather than the short term. It'd be great to get your money back quickly, don't get me wrong. However, it's going to be much more rewarding rather than getting an instant return right now than getting a bigger return by sitting and waiting 5 years for it. So invest in the long term. It is a passive income. My next £250, so the third thing I would do myself is to invest in me. And it's a common one that a lot of people forget. They're so interested in quick return and so interested in making their money, they forget that they need to know how to do it. And the only way you really know how to do it is to learn. So I would spend £250 on myself. Now let's face it, you've got £1,000 to invest. Of course you're going to want to spend some of it on yourself. So why not do it? But do it in something that is rewarding. So buy some books, but go on a call, pay for some business coaching. All of these things eventually in the long term will help you earn more money, help you become more successful, and essentially regain your capital on your £1,000. So just invest in yourself. Personally, I would try online courses and books because that is something I'm into. However, I am definitely thinking about getting a business coach at the moment. So it is something that I am tempted to stick my £250 every single month sitting there casually in an account and wait until I've got X amount of figures to actually pay for a business coach. Think about what you need to do. Think about what areas in your life and your business that you need to improve, and start improving them, because once you are in your best health and you're in your best mindset and you know as much as you can know, then you can only become successful. The last £250 we split into two, and the first one I am actually going to tell you. So the first £125 I would invest. By the way, this is all what I would do personally. The last £125 I would invest is actually in, I would give it away. I would give it to a charity that is close to my heart. Personally, I give to Cardiomyopathy UK every single month, and that is something that I will continue to do for as long as I live. So if I had some extra money laying around, I would invest it back to them. They're personally a charity that works well for me, but charities are charities, and charities run on what you give them and what you can give them, and people rely on those charities more than you can think. It might not affect you personally, but it might affect your friend and they're not telling you, or it might affect you in 30 years time. Giving to research and giving to other people is one of the most rewarding things you can do for yourself, and two, can help millions of people if you try. So I would invest. Honestly, I would invest more money in some charity, or give it to someone that needs it. Or it doesn't have to be a charity, it can be a school. You can go out and spend that money on resources for your local school or your local church, or you can go and buy £125 worth of food and give it to a food bank. One, you're doing good for other people. Two, you're going to be recognised for it. You do not know those people behind the counter or behind the charity at the end of the phone. You do not know what they can do for you. And I don't mean this to sound that everyone who gives to charity is selfish. You're not. You're wonderful for giving to charity. However, what I'm saying is it's networking. And if you begrudge giving this money over, think of it as an opportunity. You now have connections in that company. You now have connections that can be valuable to you. You're going to make friends, and those friends are going to tell you secrets, and those secrets will probably help you get somewhere in life, because let's face it, friends only share good knowledge. You might resent giving money away slightly, but honestly you shouldn't, and it is a habit that I believe everyone should get into, because for me, the company that I give to not only helps research a heart condition that my family have, also I've made a lot of friends through, and always give me opportunities to run marathons and events for them, because it is something that I give to them, and it's a thank you. They know that this is my hobby and they give it back. And I've made some friends, and I know I've also helped the charity, which in recent years have made huge progress in managing to figure out this heart disease and how to stop it going forward. So think about something that is close to you. Think about a company or a charity or a school near you that means a lot to you, that speaks to you, and give them some money. Give them some money, give them some of your time, whatever. Take part of your paycheck and give it away. And the last £125, I would tell you to invest in your happiness. And quite frankly, this sounds stupid, but when you're investing money in savings accounts and in stocks and giving some away and learning and like technical equipment, things that you may need. So obviously it gets to a point where you think, do you know what, I want to invest in myself, I want to have some fun. And if you're not fun and you are not happy, you're not in the right mindset, and you will start resenting doing any of these things, and you will just become upset, depressed, and quite frankly, you won't become a success. You won't be successful because you won't feel like you're a success, because you just feel like you're giving all of your money away. So go and spend £25, go and spend £125 on yourself. Do something fun, go on, book a road trip, go on a shopping spree, go to Nando's and spend £125 on chicken. That would be genius, like actually genius to do that. So yes, that is how I would split my money up and invest it in my future and my happiness. I would love to know how you would spend £1,000, and if you have any other video recommendations, please leave them down below, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.